Give us a clap. Yeah, nice. Good. And can you roll?
Okay. Hi, if you're just joining us, welcome to Cooperation Hull.
Thank you very much for watching. This is episode 1 of Cooperation Hull's introduction to everything that we're about. So after you've watched this series, hopefully we'll see you out on the streets, knocking on doors and creating assemblies. Okay, so getting into it. Who we are, why now, and why we've chosen Hull.
First, we'll say a little bit about who we are as a team. Most of us were politicised by the environmental movement around the end of 2018. And in the past few years, we've done a bunch of stuff in an attempt to force the government to act on the climate and cost of living crises.
We've given talks, we've done TV interviews, we've been arrested, and a couple of us have even been to prison for demanding action on fuel poverty.
Between us, we've also knocked on hundreds of doors, had thousands of conversations with people all over the country, trying to get to the heart of what matters to people, paying close attention to what's really going on in our communities.
All of this is to say that we have experience in mobilising large numbers of people and in directly challenging the people who are in power. We've demonstrated that we're 100% committed to rising to the challenge of this moment and doing what we can to make the world a better place. Whether that sounds naive to you or not, that's what we've committed our lives to.
Now, we still believe that civil disobedience has an important role to play in creating change. And by that I mean peacefully and deliberately disobeying politicians who are corrupt and who are failing in their duty to keep people safe.
But we've seen the limitations of simply asking the government for big changes. So we've been developing our own understanding of exactly how change does happen.
We've researched the most current examples of how successful change happens from Mississippi to the Middle East and plenty of places in between for guidance on what to do next.
We don't have all the answers. What we do have is a vision for how things could be different. We've got a plan that we want to work on with you and the commitment to really go for it, as demonstrated by the fact that we're here and have uprooted our lives to be here in Hull and give it a go.
In Hull, we're facing some of the worst coastal erosion in the country. Our whole city is at risk of extreme flooding, and it's time for us to get organised. If we wait for politicians to do the right thing, we'll be waiting forever, and in the meantime, our loved ones and our livelihoods will suffer. But if we work together now, we can create a new way of living, a new way of working, a new way of interacting with nature, and improve things in the here and now, as well as future-proof our community for the years ahead.
It's true that all of these things and more we're living through right now, and they're not going to get better until people like us stop relying on corrupt politicians and do the work that's needed to bring our politics into the 21st century. The tools to do this are already out there. All that's needed is a movement of ordinary people like us to put these tools to work in every community. In the next few videos, we're going to introduce you to some of these tools. We're going to talk about what a People's Assembly is, how we can completely change the way that local politics works, and what we think a 5-pillar strategy for building a new society might look like, built on the principles of democracy, economy, education, ecology, and resilience. Okay. Thanks for watching. I hope that's intrigued you. What do you say? Piqued your interest. And join us in episode 2, where we're going to talk about people's assemblies in a bit more depth. And that's really the starting point for the work that we're doing here in Hull. Thank you.